Hey, what's up, collective? What's going on? So I've had some crazy dreams for the past like 3 nights. Um, so even like some of my like naps that I've taken, I've had some crazy dreams with them. Um, so two of the dreams, I was dreaming about my social media crush. Um, one one dream was like I was somewhere, it was like a housewarming party, a house party or whatever. I lived like next door to this house or whatever, and they had invited me. I came through and I see my social media crush like walking up the walkway coming towards the front door, and I waved and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was excited to see that he was there, and like he gave me a weird look like, what the fuck? And I heard stalker and I was like, what? I'm like, nah. I'm like, so I started feeling uncomfortable with myself because I'm like, I ain't stalking you, like what the fuck? Like I just thought it was cool, like I saw you come, anyways. Dude comes into the house, and like people had saw like the look he gave me or whatever. They saw me like wave to him and like the look that he gave me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So like they're looking at me and whispering amongst themselves, and I'm just like, I'm feeling uncomfortable, like fuck, like weird, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to leave the house. I'm like in different rooms, like traveling through different rooms, and like each room that I'm entering, like I see him in there and I'm like, oh shit. So like, I try to like back out of that room and like go to another room, to like another entryway, to like try to leave from the party, because me, I don't want to be uncomfortable and I don't like making anybody else feel uncomfortable. So I'm trying to leave, and so I'm like, oh cool, I can go through this kitchen or whatever, so I'm like trying to walk through the kitchen. Dude's in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh shit, like how am I going to leave this party? And then like I wake up from that dream. The second one that I had with him, I'm walking down these stairs, and they're concrete stairs, and they have like a black, in the middle of the stairs have a black railing coming down the stairs. And I'm walking, and I don't know who I was with. I was with somebody else. I was with the guy, but the guy felt like a friend, you know what I mean? So I'm walking down the stairs, like we're chatting it up, we're talking, and I see my social media crush like right there in the middle of the stairs, like, that we're coming down. There's no way for me to be like, oh, let me go over here, like, you know what I mean? And he's like in this black jacket, kind of puffy. And I'm walking, and I'm like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? So I'm walking towards him. And as I get towards him, like he grabs me and he's like holding me, and I was like, oh, okay, oh shit, like what's this? You know what I mean? So like I wrap my arm around him too or whatever. And like the hold like just felt so secure and so strong. Like I just felt so comfortable. I was like, okay, yeah. And I'm holding on to the railing, and like he leans back and I'm leaning like on top of him, and I'm holding on to the railing. The railing, it felt like it was loose. And like I'm showing him, I'm shaking him, like, look, it's loose or whatever, you know what I mean? So I pull this back up, and like he's just looking at me like, no, like I got you, you know what I'm saying? So I woke up from that, and I was like, okay, cool, like that was a good dream, you know what I mean? And then the third dream that I had was last night, and I dreamt that I was with another person. This person felt like a female. They had white skin. I could not see their face at all in this dream. I could not see their face. They had a familiar but unfamiliar energy. I don't know if you can understand that. Like,
wait, so like an energy that's like so familiar but unfamiliar at the same time?
Yes. So anyways, like I'm in the bathroom, and it was just weird. Like my throat felt like weird, like scratchy. And so I reach in my mouth, and I'm like pulling something out of my throat, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? And I'm like pulling and pulling. I'm like
you keep dragging it up.
As I'm pulling it, like I'm like, how can I get this to come up like quicker? So I'm like like trying to cough it up, and I'm pulling and pulling. This shit was like long. The shit that I was pulling out, it was like hair and wire, like a
hair and wire,
like a silver wire, all tangled up together, and it was kind of thick, and I'm pulling it. It was really long. I pulled it out, and then after that, like my throat like really felt really scratchy, and I'm like, there's something else still there. So I'm coughing this stuff up, like I'm trying to clear my throat, like going like that, you know what I mean? Trying to get whatever up. 3 times I had 3 black goo, almost like tar, rubberish, like filling come out.
Ew.
The second one, when I was like coughing, it popped, and the contents like fell in the sink in the restroom. And I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know, and the person that was with me, the white girl that was with me, she's like, ew, what is that? What is that? And it looked like false lashes. Like, one was like false lashes that, you know, like you put on, you glue on up here, and like, you know, you stick on.
How did that
And
get
then,
in your mouth though?
I don't know, but it was in this ball of like gooey tar, like rubbery substance or whatever. It popped. And then the second one looked like fucking pink, it looked like pink lashes, but like lashes that you cut from like felt if you're making like a puppet or something like that. And I'm just looking, and then I'm like, there's still something there, and I'm still trying to clear my throat, and I'm trying to pull this other black fucking tar goo bubble whatever out, and I pull it out like, you know what I mean, I'm pulling it, and then like it felt like it was like trying to like go back in my throat, and I was like, hell no, you're about to get the fuck out. Like, you're not welcome. This is what I actually like said. I'm like, hell no, you're about to get the fuck out. You ain't staying in here. You ain't staying in me. Like, you're getting the fuck out. You're not welcome. And when I said that, and I pulled and I coughed again, and it all came out, and it felt like my airways were clear again. My throat was like a little bit scratchy in the dream. This is what's crazy though. Like, I was sitting there today eating freaking cough drops today, and I'm like I'm like, why am I eating cough drops? Like, my shit really don't feel like that in waking life, you know what I mean? But in the dream, because I'm like, when I'm like coughing and stuff out, and I finally pull it out, because it felt like a thick ass fucking phlegm, like, you know that shit, like it's just too thick. When it finally came out, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I hear spell work. I heard, you know, I'm like spell work, witchcraft, like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? And I woke up, and like I was so I woke up because I had a coworker call me, because they were like, yo, you still on? Take me to the grocery store. And I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, you know. After I get off the phone with my coworker, I go and I oh, that's weird. I go, look, I'm listening to Chevelle, and it's saying the thread is real. It's the red. When your sight goes red again, it's called the red. But I'm listening. I heard that the thread is real right now. And somebody is seeing red. Somebody is like really trying to do something to the collective. Like, when I went to like look up the meanings of the different stuff, like, it did not sit with me. It did not resonate with me. I'm like, I was reading some stuff, and it was like, oh, you may be feeling frustrated in your life. And I'm like, I don't feel frustrated in my life at all. Like, you know, it's talking about like releasing stuff, and I'm like, I don't really feel like that. Like, what is there for me to release? What is there for me to let go? And another one that I read was like, it was on Read It. Somebody else was expressing their dream that they had, and another person had commented on there like, oh, this could represent like vanity, like you need to let stuff go, or maybe you feel like, you know, you can't afford things right now, and it's like it's tied to vanity. And I'm like, I don't even feel like that either. So, you know, I'm riding in the car, you know, I get ready or whatever. I'm riding in the car, headed to go to the grocery store, and I'm telling, you know, my coworker, like, hey man, like, oh, like, cause he was like, oh, how'd you sleep? How have you been sleeping? I was like, oh, I've been sleeping good, but like at the same time, I'm like, I've had weird ass dreams for the past 3 nights. So I tell him, I break it down. So somebody could be like doing spell work on you. I also told him, I was like, I felt like it has to do something with my throat chakra, because I'm pulling shit out of my throat. You know what I mean? And I was eating on a fucking on a cough drop. At the same night, and I expressed that to him. I was like, oh, that's some crazy ass shit. I'm like, I'm over here eating cough drops and shit, like I really got like a sore throat or something, you know. And I'm telling him all this stuff, and like he's telling me like his take on it, and he's like, He's like, you don't even got to worry about it because you got that shit out. And I was like, yeah. He was like, this person don't understand. Like, you do this shit all day, every day. And it's like, it's this nature for you. Like, you've been battling for so long. Like, it's just it's like not even second nature. He was like, it's just natural for you to do. So it's whatever they're doing, it's not sticking. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, well, I don't know who, like, I don't know who it was. I'm like, maybe the person in my dream that was pointing it out. I'm like, maybe that was one of my guides or whatever, because I'm like, as like they're pointing, they're like, ew, and I'm like, what is that shit? And they're like, what is that? And I'm asking, I'm like, ew, what is that? And I'm hearing like spell work, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, maybe that's my guide telling me that shit. So it was really, really, really crazy. But yeah, the stuff that I found on Google when I was like looking stuff up, it said feeling helpless or going through a rough patch, difficulty expressing self, the mental hardness or lack of feeling that comes from being overly self-protective, spiritual, letting go of whatever is no longer needed or no longer serving your life. So I believe that there's somebody doing spell work on you. They could be doing spell work on your love life. They could be because both of those dreams that I had with my social media crush, like it was one was like somebody I heard stalker in that 11:15 on the clock right here. I heard stalker in that one, and the person looked at me crazy. And then in the second dream, like but it was crazy. It was like nobody was really around. I was with somebody like walking, like it was like a friend I was walking with. And even like when he grabbed me in my dream, like the person I was with like disappeared. You know what I mean? So like maybe somebody's like doing some shit undercover. Like maybe they want to keep something hidden. Like they don't want other people to see or see y'all together, or I don't fucking know. And then with the last stream, with all of that, like pulling all that shit.
Mom.
Yeah, look, now the song's on that
my
is.
My name is in this game.
Nice.
It's like, it says.
So look, now the second song is Send the Pain Below. And I just heard him, it's like suffocating in my dream. Like when I was like pulling, especially when I was pulling out like the black tar bubbles, I felt like I couldn't breathe. You know what I mean? Like it was something like really was trying to suffocate me. I mean, it's so crazy. I'm listening to Chevelle right now. Y'all know, y'all like Chevelle, right? Yeah, you know, I'll be on my fucking alternative shit. So we're going to pull some cards. We're going to see what this, what messages come out. What collective this is actually for. What collective is this for concerning this dream I had? Because I really didn't like connect with I really didn't connect with when I was pulling out the stuff and the meanings behind what I was looking at when I was looking it up. And when I was looking this stuff up, I'm like, what is the meaning of pulling hair out of your mouth in a dream mean? And I looked up a couple of different things and it was the same thing. So this is Mars energy. You guys are gearing up for war. This is a spiritual battle. The pain below, just like suffocating. Yeah. Somebody, because like I'm seeing that he's like snowboarding right now. So somebody's having fun. But, you know, when you snowboard, you got to be in the cold. So I feel like somebody wants to keep you in winter in your life. Like where shit's not like fucking growing, you know. So I just had, what was it, the moon? No, that wasn't it. I must have put it on the bottom. Cancer, Pisces, moon, and water. I'm going to put these back in. So you have like those signs in your moon sign. What collective is this dream for? What sign? What sign is it for? What sign is this dream for? What sign is this dream for that I just, these dreams for that I just talked about to the collective? Yeah, it's most definitely spiritual warfare. These people, my coworker was actually telling me like, oh, this person doesn't know who they're going up against because you pulled that shit out and you got it out. And he was like saying something like you were doing this shit unconsciously. This is actually very true. I just got a fucking like thing on there. Hold on. Because maybe it's here. Look. You see that? A notification. This is actually very true. Oh, can you see that? Oh, fucking focus. Focus for me. Focus, baby. Focus. Look, this is actually very true. Hashtag cool. Yo, fucking spirit is dope. So you guys are going through spiritual warfare, fucking confirmation. You guys doing this subconsciously in the spirit realm. Aries, fucking god of war with fucking Mars, god of war. Mars is the god of war. Aries is the god of war. This is triple confirmation with this is very true. And Mars and Aries, this is spiritual warfare. Just know that you have the strength to get over it. You're stronger than this other person. 1551. You're stronger than this other person doing this spell work, and you're defeating these people, not even really being conscious of it. We're gonna leave that like that, right? Your boss energy. It could be a boss doing this to you. Let's see what you need to surrender with the power of surrender oracle cards. I haven't busted these out in a minute. Just like suffocating, I send the pain below. Just like suffocating. Yeah, this person wanted to suffocate you, but you're just way too fucking powerful. Your higher self is taking care of that shit. Guys, I'm over here cooking. It smells so good. It smells so good. I'm making a tri-tip roast with green beans on the stove. Surrender stubbornness. Somebody wants you to not be so fucking stubborn, to not fight. They want you to lower your fucking sword so that they can harm you, but you're not. They want you to surrender your fight, and that's not happening. They're feeling like how stubborn you are. And that's another thing that my coworker said. It was like, this person don't even know like this shit is coming back to them. And I had said something like because he was like, oh, that shit's not affecting you, it's not hitting you. And I'm like, yeah, that shit gotta go somewhere. And he was like, it's gonna go back to them. And he was really adamant about it. And I was like, yeah, but in my head I'm thinking, I'm like, maybe they did some protection magic for themselves, but he was like very adamant, like, no, this shit is going back to them. Your energy is so stubborn, like, no, you're not breaking through my barriers, you're not coming through this shit. The clincher. I'm listening to Chevelle right now, so that's one of their songs. Go check that shit out, The Clincher. It says, if you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. Somebody wants you to fucking yield to them and you're not. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. They're trying to trick you into surrendering yourself to them, to letting them harm you, but it's not happening. This is, like I said, spiritual warfare, and that was a confirmation 1833 on the clock. That was a confirmation that we received earlier, and you guys saw it. Surrender denial and surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. That goes with what the surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. That goes with what I wrote down, where it was saying difficult. Hold on. Yeah, the spiritual meaning of metal, letting go of whatever is no longer needed. Yeah. And look, that stubbornness and denial, look, it says being overly self-protective, like you're so protective over yourself, like, and these people don't want you to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? With the throat, like fucking with your throat chakra, with my dream, right? So surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions.
It's cold. Can I get on bed?
Yeah, you can lay over here. And then surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. 1957.
Oh, can you tell them about the video and what I told you about Black Widow and Iron Man and Captain America? No, it's War. Like, can you tell them about that? I think it's funny.
My daughter sent me a video,
TikTok.
a TikTok video, and it was saying something like
With
with superheroes. So like, what does this spell? And it had like superheroes. It had Black Widow. It had Iron Man. It had Thor. It had who else? Captain America, and then the Hulk. And they're like, and what does it spell?
And
the first letters. And I was like, what the heck? You know what I mean? You know what that spells? It spells that biatch.
And then together they're called.
He said, and together they're called bitch. So somebody could be out here calling you a bitch. They wonder why they called you bitch. I bet you. You wonder why I called you bitch. You wonder why I called you bitch. This person thinks that you're a bitch. Or they're being a bitch because, you know, I think anybody that uses spell work to try to harm another or even to try to gain anything over on another person is a BI. Right? So it says, every day I choose money and wealth. These people are trying to block your money, trying to block your wealth, trying to block your ideas. It could be family. I just saw a little boy hanging up pictures on his wall. Spirit says to drink some tea and that they love you. It says, I love you. They could be in your face, like acting like they love you. I'm giving y'all the tea right now. Oh, look, you are a Grand Trine Master. You got your masters with you. And they, like, Spirit saying to make a wish. Spirit is saying to make a wish. Drink some tea and make a wish. I also just heard, like, make a wish tea for yourself. Wish. W-I-S-H. Wish. Not witch. For your health. Yeah, you probably don't have any guidance on how to do this. Go ahead and do it with your own your own inklings, because it's going to be more powerful. What your soul and spirit tells you. Because it's just like suffocating. And look, we got vitamin R's coming on. It says you are healed. Great work. You're healed from this spell work. You're healed from this spell work. Because it came out. What is this? Oh, it has to do with inheritance. Othathala. It says symbolizes ancestry, possessions, heritage, experience, and values. So somebody could have been trying to send possessions for you to be possessed. They see your value. Now they're understanding how experienced you are in spiritual warfare. That's fucking crazy. They just showed. Let me put it on pause because I want you guys to see this. Oh, why does it do that? If you guys know, I just got out of the hospital. I just had a blood transfusion. And I just saw this.
Leave Nugget, Zoe.
Look, y'all see that? Fucking blood bag. Y'all see that blood bag? I just had a fucking transfusion in the hospital. So maybe this does have to do with me. I'm not... I don't know. That's just crazy. Y'all saw that? Ancestry too. Has to do with your blood and your ancestors. What else, Spirit? What else does the collective need to know about this energy? What else do you want the collective to know? Spirit is saying to trust yourself. I just heard to be proactive. The clarity symbolizes clarity, stasis, challenges, introspection, watching and waiting. Somebody is watching and waiting for this stuff to hit you with Isa, which stands for ice. I just told you, I just watched him do a video where they were snowboarding and they wanted you to be on ice, and they're trying to see if they're stalling and stopping your progression in life. Look, cycles, completion, challenges, harvest, reaping rewards with Jera. And this person has been doing this to you for years. So they're over here trying to reap your rewards, or to see if you're going to reap rewards. They don't understand that this cycle has ended. And that you found balance, enlightenment. And that you're in the world tree, like you're in the world energy. With the U tree, Eos, you guys have already balanced it out. You guys have already defeated death and attained enlightenment. All right, let's get us a crystal card. Spirit, what else? What advice? Thank you. We have here carnelian, your creativity. It mentioned creativity as well. And the stuff I was looking up. Creativity, carnelian. Let's read that. 7. This is something from heaven. This is a message from heaven with the number 7. 7, carnelian. Creativity. It says creativity here with carnelian. It says carnelian protects against glamours, spells, envy, and the evil eye, bringing good fortune to the wearer. It prevents blood from rushing to the head to cause precipitated action. Dude, I want y'all to see that. That's at the top right here.
Mom.
Y'all see that? Mom. If y'all could read that, that shit is fucking crazy.
Mom, I keep helping this homeless person in this cave, and it's pretty nice.
It is nice.
I keep giving them free pizza.
Somebody wants you to be homeless, to always have your hand out for help. Self-understanding. You are a passionate soul with a courageous heart. Be confident and constant. Where did I see that? Trust yourself. Confidence. Trust yourself. Let go of your inner demons, taboos, inhibitions, and fantasies. Recognize self-sabotage and expand your awareness into all that you can be. Virtue matters to you. You are capable of great devotion to a cause or a relationship and have a strong survival instinct. These people don't know who the fuck they're fucking with. It says, take action now with Aries. Action card. Take action now. A mystery is solved. Have courage. There is a way out. Turn a crisis into a learning challenge. If danger approaches, stay calm. What song is this? Face to the floor. Chevelle. Stay calm. You are protected. You are a grand trine master. I have a lot of fucking trines in my chart. A lot of fire trines in my chart. Be emotionally honest with yourself and others. You may attract a partner for sexual healing. Make no long-term commitment, as it may fizzle out once the purpose is fulfilled. See, that's me. Like, I want something long-lasting. I'm not just going to go and lay down and fuck somebody that, I don't see myself with long-term. So that's out. Healing insight. Somebody wants you to fucking, because he was talking about that metal could be soul ties. So this is somebody that is tied to you. You could, and even that, just being with somebody sexually, like those create soul ties. You know, so I'm very careful about who I want to like be intimate with like that. Healing insight. Finding an appropriate outlet for your passions and emotions creates well-being.
Again?
Frequency. Medium.
Girl.
Chakra. Base. Sacral. Heart. Energizes all. Timing. Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. Soul path. Expressing your soul's passion. So you could be those signs. Leo, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Which all actually makes sense with even with the zodiac, because if you're a Virgo Western, you're actually a Leo Vedic, and if you're an Aquarius Western, you're actually, or no, if you're a Capricorn, is that true? I want to say if you're a Capricorn Western, then you're an Aquarius in Vedic astrology, because it's the sign, it's one sign before. I don't know. No, actually, that's wrong. What I just said, if you were a Capricorn, then you're actually an Aquarius. That's wrong. Scratch that. I'm thinking about because of how shit line up. January, February, March, April. You know what I mean? Like that too. No, but you could be those signs. You could have those signs in your chart. Let's get us, what spell can help fully combat this, or can help the collective in whatever this healing is. Soulmate spell. I told you this had to do with love. Soulmate spell, as well as skin preserving potion. So somebody is fucking with your beauty. Okay. Somebody is fucking with your beauty. That makes sense too, with the hair and all of that stuff, and the freaking eyelashes. So soulmate spell, here I'm going to show you. You can see soulmate spell, and then skin preserving potion. Okay, let's read the soulmate spell. If you are seeking a soulmate, this simple spell will do the trick. On the next new moon, we have a new moon. I think the new moon is in Taurus. On the next new moon, take 2 pieces of rose quartz and stand in the center of your bedroom holding them. Light 2 pink candles and recite, "Beautiful crystal I hold this night, flame of love for my delight. Harm to none as love comes to me. This I ask and so shall it be." Keep the candles and crystals on your love altar or beside our bedside table, and think of it as a shrine to love. Repeat 3 nights in a row and ready yourself for amor. Ready yourself for love. And then we also have here skin preserving potion. There is a reason many witches appear ageless. They take good care of their skin and heighten the health of their complexion with a Vesuvian prescription for eternal youth. Combine these oils. 2 ounces sweet almond. I just saw at the grocery store an old man ask one of the ladies, she was restocking the shelves, and he asked her, he was like, "Oh, I need sweet almond extract. Where can I find that?" And she handed it to him. 2 drops clary sage, 2 drops chamomile, 2 drops myrrh, 2 drops rosemary, 2 drops geranium. Before you anoint your skin each night, utter this spell. Goddess of love, goddess of light, hear this prayer. Your youth and beauty eternal, please share, so mote it be. Rub the potion on your face and rinse off for healthy skin and a radiant glow. Somebody's been doing love spells on you, beauty spells on you. Because remember, I was like saying to myself, I was like, oh, it felt like, you know, dude didn't want to, you know, they're trying to hide. I'm actually going to leave the reading there. I think that's enough. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope that this reading has brought in clarity to you. If you are going through anything like this, I'm hearing some, I'm looking at this saying it's my prerogative. So it's your prerogative, whatever you want to do. However you want to roll with it. But that's what I have for you guys. I hope this message reaches you reaches you well and reaches you in time. All right. Have a blessed evening. Bye.